and welcome. My name is Jean Russell. I'm the Executive Director of CAS Schools. I want to thank those of you who are joining us here in person and those of you who are joining us online. We're so excited that you're joining us to hear from students about their experience with global action. So CAS Schools is a 6-school network in San Antonio, Texas, in partnership with public school districts. And our mission is to maximize opportunities for students while preparing them for college, career, and life. We have a long-term vision of meeting industry needs and developing a talent pool to increase San Antonio's economic mobility. We provide our students with work-based learning opportunities and global exposure through travel, and that has led us to this partnership with DreamWeek, a modern-day expression of the Martin Luther King vision to lay the foundation of tolerance, equality, and diversity by creating dialogue across cultures and communities. Because MCAS is believe in leading I am so happy to introduce our Global Changemakers panel, and starting with moderator April Gomez, who is a sophomore here at CAS. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, and at CAS, we connect the work students are learning in the schools to careers in highly practical ways, such as this exciting with this hands-on project like this. Our skilled, hardworking, creative, ambitious, and dedicated students forms collaboration to solve and bring a new perspective to global issues with hopes of creating a positive impact in the community. We would like to take this time to recognize our partners who have collaborated with us in this work. Thank you to the World Affairs Council, the City of San Antonio Economic and their international development in cultural, legal, and tech development. Today we are joined by students from our schools, Casper High School and Advanced Secondary, in addition to students from tech development who played an integral part in collaboration and to identify and address community issues, and who will be joining us by Zoom. Now I would like to introduce our panel. Our panel is Aiden Davenport, a junior at ALA, also known as Advanced Academy. Paulo Lara, a junior at ALA as well. Audrey Suarez, a sophomore at Casper High School, and Shelby Tony, a sophomore at Casper High School. Now, as we go on to this panel, as students, please answer your questions and state your names and school name. So I will start off with the first question. Tell us something you didn't expect that happened during this collaboration.
Let me start. I'm Victoria, and I'm a sophomore at Western High School. I didn't expect to see, the same passion, even though we are unique in one of the growing lines of teams development, develop our future role, but to see that similar correlation between us, that we have a passion to work in sorts of fields and STEM really in a different way, and to be able to share that passion as a creative project with our we able to kind of share that passion of making a project that uses skill work that has a subject that we were strong in. So that is a really
good. Okay, so I'm Pablo Lara. I'm a junior at DreamWeek Academy. And one thing I didn't expect from our collaboration was for our team to get along as well as we did. I got along with the other classmates at my school particularly well, since our teams were teams of 4. 2 from ALA and 2 from Libya. We collaborated with people from anyways, yeah, the team got along very well, and I still have contact with one of the Libyan students to this day. I got his Instagram project I do. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, it might be nice to catch up.
Another question. What is something that you know about these 2 countries that you got like maybe now and you didn't know before this class?
My name is Shirley Quinn. I'm a sophomore at Casper High School. Something that I didn't know was how to use the calendar work. And so it actually played a big part in our communication and how we schedule our planning.
I would go ahead and add on to Shelby's. Yeah, there was a time differences, but I also kind of got more creative in reaching out to communication. It was like Instagram, email, or even like WhatsApp, that we had to like get to get some time and then schedule a quick Zoom meeting because of the certain time frame. So that was something that we didn't really think about in advance of kind of picking out our plan or how we were going to do the Zoom communication. But the more we do that now, I think that's a good consideration. People are communication with others.
Have you done something about empowering these students from other places? So what is something to do students from these places as you collaborate?
I'm Jake Davenport. I'm a junior at AOS. And something about now is we share a lot of the same interests. A lot of us have like, since North America is the cultural hegemony for the world, we've seen a lot of the same movies. We're like, a lot of them talk about how they look like things like Star Wars as a kid. I find that in common sense. I feel like it's well.
I'm Viviana, doing my work. I'm a sophomore at A-Grade. And I think it was just the passion for collaboration and learning about each other's cultures. I remember one assignment with a small little thing was to share like history with each other. And so I shared them some like Mexican slang that we have here in Texas, and they shared us how to say things in different. I really like
they
this.
can barely hear. They say that they like to participate, but they don't know when we're calling them to participate. Say, you give them a signal, they can So just
I would say that yeah, we did have interest in hearing that from the panelists, but I think we both had in common was that language barrier. We didn't really know when we first met. This wasn't fluent English, it wasn't fluent Spanish, so it was kind of, for a good while, it was like a dictionary, kind of over Zoom, and just kind of sticking to text messages and maybe see how long it took them to translate or not. So I think that's something we have in common, but I think as a parents, we added kind of like modern slang into our messages, and we're like, oh, we are in the same boat. We do have the same interests. We are kind of having that miscommunication with one another. And my group might be second or third week for us to get someone to find that line. So, and there is to understand our interest for collaboration and to tackle our project and all these ideas that were pictures and words and speeches.
With all these positive issues, what was the issue that your group experienced with these countries as well?
One issue that I had with my group was our 3D printing plan. So we had to actually 3D print parts of our project, but we didn't have enough time on the pieces to actually go through that plan. So we ended up putting our project out of the sideboard plan.
I would like to talk about a slightly different issue regarding my country. Okay, so I happen to be non-binary. I use they them pronouns. And I was collaborating with Libya, a traditionally Muslim country where I believe you can go to prison for being gay. That went about as well as you can expect. Well, actually, I'm thinking of boys, because I need to get out. My two roommates were pretty understanding of the whole thing. all things considered. The they didn't have a lot of logistics, so generally versus like a culture clash when it comes to data exactly. So that was a bit tough to get used to, but I think they would have overlooked that for the most part. They have a really tough part.
The issue is that it can be a little bit more advanced.
The answers. They hear only sounds, not
This is a question that I had to, I have no issues or navigation control.
yeah, that was a
For my group, there weren't really any, since it was a formal environment, we were speaking to each other in a formal manner. Those cultural things, they didn't really come up. And very much, we are different people who can't. But
No, sorry. So how did I manage to navigate the communicating considering the cultural and social norms? So I managed communication through what I call the standard procedure, which involves trying to know basic stuff from other people, like their name, things they like, and well, throughout the conversation, make questions about everything, like trying to know basics information about the person, and make other questions around the topics that arose from those questions. Obviously, always with respect and trying to be a good overall exchange of words. Um, Clearly, is a slow procedure, but with time, maybe you can start to relax yourself, maybe make a joke, and you can actually have a good time while trying to make a new friend.
I like to to add on to answers since we belong in the same class here. I would like to mention that again, Plains did have a pretty cooperative president. In fact, the team ended up getting top three last year. But yeah, the work environment was very formal. Minus the whole COVID-19 thing, which was environment is very formal. I know they instead of like your portfolio is coming up your more like some that's ish.
This question is about what similarities and differences between the groups here in the US and groups in Mexico. I would just have to say are similar, and I believe that a lot of us expected that, just because they're themselves. The similarity that we're both young minds and we both have passions to change the world and collaborate with others, and you have our own passions for ourselves, and I think for us in here, you can bring a different side of yourself, and also just give you the image, and I really appreciate the overall. Enjoy this. Thank you.
Despite the fact that we have very different experiences and collaborations, we have different school stuff. I would very much like to completely do that. So that's exactly what was going on in my question.
Okay. Well, well, beyond the happiness, both sides of the team had a start. One thing we noticed, unfortunately, till the very last, was that each of the team sides were trying to communicate with the other group in order to advance for the project. So while we were waiting, the other team to communicate with us, and the other team was waiting us to communicate with them. So um, at the beginning of the project, we were only working together in the time we were getting on our math class. So well, this was compromised a lot because of the time differences. So yeah, it was thing a bad thing we had in common, but fortunately um, it was passed through later. And one of the great differences was that I noticed that uh, here in Mexico, it took us a very long time compared to the USA to get things done. So this was clearly noticed in the gather material from the project. So while the USA team had their materials in less than a week, we were taking almost 2 weeks to start gathering materials. And well, yeah, that was some of the similarities and the differences.
So, how has this collaboration changed your perspective about this country overall?
For me, it was a reminder that there are people who are very different than you in the world, but you can still come together with them. And while a lot of people, I meet a lot of people who don't feel like they're reminded that or they're more potent when it comes from like that easy to hear. Where that's a person where 100 years ago I would have no interaction with ever, and I've talked to them for years, and I've interacted with them. And we know their names, meet them, know what they like, and I work together. That was nice. But know that in the end we're all mostly the same.
I have to agree with you on that. I think sometimes we'll have other thoughts in our own kind of world here, but I think it did open our eyes to kind of the development of the future that's going to be here, like how they're thinking of projects for their community and how innovation for them, innovation for us, just our different type of ideas that, collaborating together really makes something great in the end. So just to see that and understand that and work together
It's one of the
also had a really good
I see Carlos.
experience.
Carlos.
In
You are backstage.
started and Mr. Freeman really helped me break down a lot.
So if he's able to say things,
A lot of the stereotypes and learned a lot more about Iraqis and and all the there's that part. Also the similarities in my eyes to like not every citizen is hostile as it's yeah. The other kids would be overnight and he was a third night in the police. That's what I think ultimately we figured things out that kids were a lot nicer, a lot more stressful about it. So that was a pleasant surprise. And it kind of just showed me that, yeah, people are still going to yeah, we're not that I think that's really validating to find out about from a place that's so different.
I would totally agree. I feel like, we do kind of have those stereotypes and it does put us in that like we're almost hesitant to reach out to people in a certain way, but as soon as we have that opportunity, we are growing and learning from each other, creating ideas and problem solving together. So I think I heard what you're saying, I feel like I found some experience that I'm so learning about. And also continue to use it constantly with other people doing it.
I think that my team is having some issues, so I'll try to answer the question. Well, during this project, I noticed that in the United States there are more familiar last names that I expected. Before this correlation, I thought that the last names I often see here in Monterrey, they were only from Mexico. But not only me, my classmates and older teams saw that a great variety of Mexican last names there in the United States. Unconsciously, I thought that working with the United States would only bring names that were uncommon for me, but I was wrong. It appears to be people in the United States with a lot of at least Mexican familiars or descendancies. So, well, I didn't expect this such cultural diversity in the project.
So what was your favorite part of this experience from collaboration?
Okay, definitely once we actually started getting the ball rolling with our ideas and really started taking our vision somewhere and putting it onto our slides and finding the way to present that, that was so satisfying. Like just finding like knowing what we wanted to do with our goal. Which, for context, we were aiming to solve a United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, and our group ended up choosing hunger, and we narrowed it in on the. Okay, I'm not sure if it was hunger specifically, it was something adjacent to that, but we ended up narrowing it down on the field of fishing. In particular, since overfishing is a huge issue, and we need to solve that in some way, and yeah, we ended up coming up with a bunch of ideas and eventually got onto one slideshow, and it was super satisfying for everyone to go off and get top grade in the classroom. That was my favorite part, just having it all come together.
I hear the foreign exchange, the compound letter, but just that experience to kind of venture out from the United States. And so I think that was just a great part of me. And some of my age, some interest, but also the same passion in the project was to take numbers from people and actually make a sort of other which would probably a little bit more people in the creation project that can probably help millions. And so I think that was just again was so satisfying to see and to collaborate on. Like you can like really I think that one of my favorites were the friendships that I had made from that, and how we all got to like joke around, like just know each other a little better, make those inside jokes, and be able to like just interact with people who like us for like all around.
I think for me, it was definitely just like, I went in thinking like, oh, this is another Zoom thing, I was gonna talk, and we're just gonna be quiet, but so this doesn't happen. And I got in there, and they were like, okay, so we think about this for a while, and they were thinking about it. And I remember taking off my headphones thinking, where am I? Like this is not what happened in 2022 when everyone had the camera off, and everyone was quiet, and everyone was talking. Like this is something different. So I just remember like, like, okay, this is happening. I'm ready. Like I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So the fact things really good. So that's the end of the advice. Like, even like, oh my goodness, this is actually a lot of people who are really high school than I am in the country. You know, I'm just amazed that I had an opportunity to talk to you.
I left my entire life driven to history in specific experience. The Middle East went that way quite quickly. The mafia, which is very studios, so it's interesting to be able to meet people there. And before the project did research on it, so I got to nerd out a little bit about the history of this place is that even previous Rome, even in the 500s, Roman times, of Islam to the Umayyads and Sufis, and then after that, of course, which is to now, which unfortunately Libya is very unstable and split into 3 different countries who states that war with each other. But unfortunately, we've got conflict there. Hard to see that. So this is something.
Well, so my favorite part of this project was when we were building the solar oven. Mexico's team one afternoon gathered in the school library and arranged with all the materials, and it was actually fun because while we were building the project, many people from around the campus came in to start. Well, they were seeing us building the project and actually help us building it. And after like all the events and at the end where we were doing the testing, we didn't even came close to winning, but at least like the experience was fun and we had laughed and actually enjoyed building the project.
Hello, I'm Carlos. Sorry, I was having internet issues. I think my favorite part about the whole experience, we had finished building our own project, our solar oven, and we tested it, and it was actually pretty great. That chocolate ended up catching every part. Was when we coming in with our team, told them the results, and then actually saw them building the same thing as us, bonding. I think I'm seeing Shelby P out there. Shout out to Shelby P, an amazing teammate. And yes, I saw the whole work that we managed to put together. It was just a great part.
So how should we do as a business members? So inspire other students to adapt to some good collaboration, like you have experience in like the explain this. It was just like fun overall. You know, I got to do it time and
Yeah, there really is no better way to put it other than like just do it. Like aim for the stars here. there's so much potential that can come out of a collaboration like this. Like, there's so many good ideas that can come out of just talking to different people that happen to feel like everything together to something that changes the world really. Like collaborations like these, like they're going to really start developing more ideas and eventually some of them might even get them to use it. You can make the world person so much better. It's possible for me to do collaborations like these they just have so much potential. Within our first year alone, we came up with so many good ideas for doing sustainable development that I can't even count. There were plenty of others that I wanted to jump forward on, like the one for education, for example. That's a great group. Like also, ours is pretty sound as well. Yeah, there's so much to come out of this.
I can see it being the future, just this
Yeah.
whole collaboration.
Yeah, it's in the future.
I mean, this could be a great change. Sure. Change the process of really great.
I've had that opportunities like this do not go on often. So when you're team, visual exchange, absolutely release. Yeah, okay. Like you just have to, like you see an opportunity, you have to grab it and take it for yourself because if not, then it's gonna be gone forever and you're not gonna get it out. So yeah, just do it. Like you see that opportunity, like if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at least you tried it. Like at least you saw, something that, could be something that you want to do in the future, that collaborate with people all across the world. So if you see an opportunity and you think seriously about it, you don't know, do it. It's going to pay off no matter what, with friendships or college transcripts or meet people in your class. It's a really good opportunity. I highly suggest that you take it.
Well, this is kind of a personal experience, but learning a language is a thing I would use to inspire others. So nowadays, learning more than one language is something that you can give, well, it's something that can give you a lot of opportunities. And from my experience, listening and talking are some of the ways to better learn a language. So, well, with this project, both of them are fulfilled. And I think, well, it is a pretty solid way to inspire new people to collaborate in this way.
I think to convince anyone to do a project like this, I would just tell my own experience. To be honest, I had a great time building this, and it was a lot of fun collaborating with everyone. But more importantly, during the whole course of the project, all the skills I developed, like teamwork skills, communications, and the knowledge to make a project. Just telling someone how useful and fun it is to make something like this would be enough to convince them.
If I could go back a moment to what Paul was saying, I also did this collaboration as well. But I do like your idea of how you were talking about the sustainable goals and stuff like that, which I think is really a really good thing because it's not only just one country doing this whole thing about the world, it's everybody in the world. And I would say that doing these international collaborations would help increase awareness to the sustainable goals as well. And just working, and especially as young adults, like this is going to be our future. These are the problems that we're going to have to face in our lives. And I would say collaborating with others from different countries would increase how to solve this crisis of these goals. So I would say this collaboration internationally is very helpful to, just crisis with everyone. It would be really fun to do it again. So last question I have for you all now is what do you think is worthwhile to participate in these international collaborations and projects?
We kind of mentioned it already, but I mean, again, it's just it can really be our future, just the change we can make. And we just need to be like, even step by step, you know, like you said, it's not one person. So I think, you know, while we have the commercials and the mindset that's working on towards the goal, it doesn't make
Yeah, I think it really there's just so many big changes that come out of these focus on the right topics. Like, yeah, those sustainable development goals like are great places to look at. Like these kind of collaborations are the perfect place to just work on problems of that nature in general, because like so much knowledge comes together through these collaborations as well. That's something I forgot to mention last time. But since remember how we were focusing on that mission problem, like there was a completely new aspect of it. I learned through the BSF companies or client type fishing that I never would have done without the collaboration, and it was a major help in coming up with a final solution. Like just that exchange of knowledge. And that's one of the best things that comes out of it, is just like people knowing more about each other and, you know, empathy for each other's sides in a way, and having all that come together and create solutions to these problems. Like that's the real foundation behind why this thing can be a feature. Sharing knowledge.
It was very good, actually, perfect. There's a lot of Americans have a lot of very untrue misgivings and beliefs about Muslims and who they are. And so if we continue to collaborate on this tiny level, then create something bigger, create a type of global understanding. And with Libya too, a lot of Libyans are very distrustful of America and Americans because of historical things that America has done to the region, not just in Baghdad, but to MENA in general, the Middle East, and Kunduz and those regions, Muslim world. The U.S. has been very negative towards to them. A lot of them see it like that. But we communicate with each other and create something. We create an understanding between these two people that put it on.
What do you think is worthwhile to participate in these international collaborations and partnerships? This will also answer as well.
Any of y'all have any questions?
So part of this work is looking for the headers.
Hard, especially timing, you know, trying to language differences. But I think for that growth, we did trying to develop the dictionary for the first meeting. You know, we did we started practicing and things that what was hard and what how we grow and how we say that language. Out of 10, and not everyone in my group was fluent Spanish speakers, so I think that was people kind of wanting to, you know, increase themselves as our language, English. So,
Yeah. To go back to my experience with being non-binary and trying to kind of put our collaboration at once culturally for a bit, but yeah, our group still get to I learned to be a lot more trustful than say, and then like I said, not really any hostility, which is great towards building those relationships and kind of catching up what's gone wrong, as Ian mentioned just earlier. And also they learn to be more tech. And that's just more valuable and for like these tiny little connections between culture that we're forging and slowly developing. really change the world as well. It's not just focusing on solutions, it's also like the social aspect. So I think it's just creating the environment for cultures to grow, more accustomed to each other in the form of people who are more understanding. That's a very powerful thing.
Doing support because when it was 9 a.m. here in Libya, it was like 4 or 5 p.m. So if we were going to work on it like, later in the school day, a lot of them that would be like, dinner time or time for evening prayer. So we couldn't work on it together. We had to have to work through it.
I remember in class who sent a message at 3 a.m.? How do you guys that's like their morning. Oh, okay, never mind. But it was just because I remember like I was looking at these three other students and they like had like input messages. So I was like, and so I would read them and okay. All right, oh cool. I'm right. I used to do like information overload. I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. But those times things mess me up. And every day I'm like, you guys talk about yeah, it's you guys should be asleep. And then so he's like,
Well, the exploration itself is actually proposing a kind of solutions to world problems. The clean energy using well, the sun giving us clean energy is, I think, already contributing some SDGs that involve using clean and renewable energy. And maybe if we expand this project to a more worldwide uh, extents, we can actually make a greater impact with another type of project that involves maybe not the solar oven, but another idea that can help the world itself to be better.
Yeah, the great thing about this type of collaborations is that first of all, you're getting people from a lot of places far apart. That problems are usually the same. Pollution, lack of accessible energy, stuff like that. People from a lot of countries, is you get the same problems but different perspectives. And the other thing is that you're getting young people, new generation interested in this sort of solutions, so that in the future you have something to look forward to. These types of collaborations.
So I know it's possible the topic is focused based on that. I'm not sure what this what the application is, but I'm interested to know what are the topics that you guys focus in this collaboration.
United Nations.
So, after this experience that you had, has it in any way impacted or influenced your decisions about the future? So, you, I'm sure, are planning your next steps after high school and university. university, you may already have some ideas about what you want to do, the path you want to follow. Maybe you're even thinking about a career in the future. So an experience like this, has it impacted the way you're thinking about the future?
Yeah, the big thing that this did for me is that it opened them a lot more doors as far as like possibilities for your future goes. Like, yeah, since another part of our project was it had to be a social entrepreneurship. That's what our solution had to be. So it had to be self-sustainable as far as money goes. It couldn't be necessarily non-profit, but it wasn't necessarily like for-profit either. Like it was aimed at solving problems, but it was meant to sustain itself. So we also had to come up with like ways for it to be marketed as well. And like, yeah, I discovered like an entrepreneurial side to me that I never really knew I had when it comes to these ideas. So like it opened that door for me. And also like just like the experience it added to my resume as well, since like you got a little badge out of it and yeah, you want to see those on resumes. So that opened up a lot for me as well. And also like just the ability to talk to people in other countries. And it's like since then I have forged connections with people in plenty of other countries. Like off the top of my head, like there are a few people like out in Canada. Yeah, there was one time where I interacted with some people in the Bahamas. Yeah. So just getting like that stuff really opened up a lot.
I would like to say, I think it really opened up the doors to other universities out there, being that you can academic program with this one super experience, super the program, you know, it must have really put a gap there, you know, just experiencing global science and that is an option. You don't have to stay with the so it does have STEM programs there, and they're great, and we never see students who do have that passion. So I think it's here in the US, but it's there. So I think how they see that, how they can see that, it will network impact a lot of themselves to reach out there, to reach those opportunities.
Okay, so for the near future, I actually see us making more collaborations like this. To be honest, it wasn't through Zoom or anything. Anything that we can do here, we can also do there. So I would like to see more projects or something that would help the ecosystem. This project was really cool because apart from that cool part of learn a lot. So anything that involves this type of thinking and collaboration, I see us in the near future. It's a great learning experience.
Instead, it really has opened up a lot more doors. And just knowing that in the future, it's good to go out and try those new opportunities and to be like reach out and talk to new people and just to put yourself out there. So that's kind of
Well, for me, I want to focus on sociolinguistics, and for a long time, the particular geographical area, the cluster that I want to focus on would be Mesoamerica and Central Mexico. But it also got me interested in Mesoamerica, sociolinguistics in the Backward and Minna, you said, which are two very different areas, very different in sociolinguistic histories. There's also a lot of common with them. With having one dominant language from another place in terms of the Maghreb that's Arabic and Mesoamerica that's Spanish, but also having this vast history of languages and language families that still exist but are pushed aside. So in Mesoamerica, that's Nahuatl, that's the Mayan language families, that's all that's Mexica, but in the Maghreb it's like Hamasiyah and other Arabian Romance languages, things like that. So that's how I look to it.
Do you have any questions from our audience?
So I know your thoughts, you know, mentioned a little bit about this, but do y'all think it has the same mentality as what you're alluding to?
As far as working on the collaboration itself, that is very much a yes in a way. And it's weird to think about it like that. It's like on the surface, like, yeah, as we touched on before, you think it would be like very different, but as everyone was pointing out in some form or another, like, yeah, the students coming together and shared our passion for these projects and like, everything just came together from the solutions that we talked about.
That's all the time we have for today, but thank you so much to sharing your experience on your collaborations and living and also in letting the people. And this is really fun to learn y'all's experiences, especially for further collaborations that are going to possibly and hopefully happen